Welcome back to our channel World of Coins, the place where we uncover hidden treasures in your coin collection. Have you ever wondered if that old coins could be worth thousands or even millions? Well, today's your lucky day. We're diving into some of the rarest and most valuable US coins that might be sitting right under your nose. Let's jump in and see if you've got a fortune waiting to be discovered. Top 1. The Eisenhower Dollar is one of the most remarkable coins of the modern era, and the story of the 1971 issue is filled with history, patriotism, and excitement. It was the very first year of issue for the Eisenhower Dollar, and from the beginning, it captured the attention of collectors and the American public alike. The coin was created to honor Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, who had also served as the Supreme Commander of the Allied forces in Europe during World War II. His leadership in both war and peace made him a beloved national figure. By 1971, Americans wanted a new coin to celebrate both Eisenhower and the achievements of space exploration, and so the Eisenhower Dollar was born. It became the first dollar coin struck by the United States Mint since the end of the Peace Dollar series in 1935. On the obverse of the coin, we see the powerful portrait of President Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparo. His face appears strong and determined, representing both his military service and his time as president. The detail of the design captures his character in a bold and striking way. The reverse of the coin is equally fascinating. It features a design adapted from the official Apollo 11 mission insignia, with a majestic bald eagle landing on the moon, carrying an olive branch of peace in its talons. Behind it is the Earth, reminding us of humanity's greatest step into space. This combination of honoring Eisenhower and celebrating the Apollo 11 moon landing made the coin doubly symbolic. It connected America's proud past with its extraordinary achievements in science and exploration. The 1971 Eisenhower dollars were minted at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were struck mainly for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced both proof versions and special silver-clad issues that quickly became collector favorites. The San Francisco coins, particularly those made in 40% silver, were sold directly to collectors in special packaging. These coins shimmered with a brilliance that set them apart from the standard circulation strikes. What made the Eisenhower dollar especially exciting was its size and weight. At 38.1 mm across, it was the largest US dollar coin struck since the Peace Dollar decades earlier, and its impressive presence gave it an instant aura of importance. But while the coin was celebrated, it also faced challenges in circulation. Its large size made it inconvenient for daily use, so many Americans simply set the coins aside, keeping them as souvenirs rather than spending them. Because of this, millions of 1971 Eisenhower dollars were saved, but only a small fraction survive today in pristine, gem-quality condition. Circulation quickly wore down the details of Eisenhower's portrait and the eagle on the reverse, leaving high-grade examples scarce. Collectors prize coins that retain their original mint luster and sharp detail. A 1971 Eisenhower dollar that looks as if it just left the mint is a rare find indeed, and it is these coins that attract the highest values. The San Francisco proof coins, struck with extra care, are dazzling examples of craftsmanship. Their mirror-like fields and frosted details make them some of the most visually stunning coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint. Errors and varieties also add to the fascination of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar. Double dies, off-center strikes, and variations in lettering or design have been discovered, and these unusual coins can be worth a fortune to the right collector. One of the most famous varieties is the difference between the Type 1 and Type 2 reverses, which shows subtle differences in the lettering of Eisenhower and United States of America. These varieties create even more interest and value for dedicated collectors. The 1971 issue holds an especially important place in the Eisenhower Dollar series because it was the very first year of mintage. Collectors always want to own the first of anything, and this alone drives demand. Over time, as the Eisenhower Dollar series came to a close in 1978, collectors looked back at the 1971 issue as the starting point of a short-lived but fascinating chapter in American coinage. The coin represents a turning point in U.S. history, both in the way coins were produced and in the way they reflected national pride. It celebrated both a great leader and one of humanity's greatest accomplishments. Every coin carries history, and the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is no exception. It is more than just a piece of money, it is a symbol of leadership, victory, exploration, and the human spirit of achievement, collectors today see the 1971 Eisenhower Dollar as a must-have, not only because it was the first of its kind but also because of its powerful imagery and historical significance. The thrill of discovering a rare, high-grade example keeps collectors searching. Whether it's a flawless proof, a silver-clad version, or a unique error coin, each 1971 Eisenhower Dollar tells a story. As time passes, fewer untouched examples remain, making those that do survive all the more valuable. This rarity fuels demand and drives up prices at auctions and coin shows. Coin collectors know that owning a piece of history like this is more than an investment, it's a way of holding on to the very symbols of American progress. The Eisenhower Dollar connects generations. For those who lived through the 1970s, it brings back memories of moon landings and patriotic pride. For younger collectors, it is an exciting gateway into the world of numismatics. The design itself continues to inspire awe. Eisenhower's portrait reflects strength and leadership, while the eagle on the moon captures the limitless possibilities of human exploration. Few coins carry such a powerful dual meaning, and this is what makes the 1971 Eisenhower Dollar so iconic. It is not just a coin, it is a national tribute. Collectors and historians alike recognize the value of this coin, not only in dollars but in the story it tells. It remains one of the most beloved modern issues in American numismatics, and when it comes to value, some examples of the 1971 Eisenhower Dollar have stunned the collecting world. Rare varieties and coins in the highest grades have sold for astonishing sums. The most extraordinary of them all reached an unbelievable price at auction, making headlines and proving just how valuable a coin can be when rarity and history come together. That record price for a United States of America Eisenhower $1,971 stands at an astonishing $240,000. Top 2. The Eisenhower Dollar is one of the most fascinating coins of modern American history, and when we focus on the year 1972, the story becomes even more captivating. This particular year is filled with varieties, minting differences, and collector mysteries that have made the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar one of the most talked about coins in the entire series. The Eisenhower Dollar was first introduced in 1971 to honor Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and the Supreme Commander of Allied forces during World War II. At the same time, the coin celebrated the success of Apollo 11 and America's first moon landing. By 1972, the design continued but with subtle changes that would make this issue unforgettable. The obverse of the coin features a bold portrait of President Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparro. His strong, commanding face reflects his leadership both as a military hero and as a president, and this design became iconic from the moment it was struck. On the reverse side, the coin carries the Apollo 11 mission insignia, also designed by Frank Gasparro. A powerful bald eagle descends toward the moon, clutching an olive branch of peace, with Earth visible in the background. It is one of the most meaningful coin designs ever produced, combining both patriotism and space exploration. The year 1972 is especially famous in the Eisenhower Dollar series because of the three different reverse types that were produced. These are known as Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. Each type shows slight but important differences in the design of Earth on the reverse of the coin. Type 1 is the most common, showing a rather crude outline of the Earth with noticeable islands and details. Type 2 is the rarest, with a much simplified and almost flat-looking Earth. Type 3 is the corrected design, with clearer detail that continued in later years. Collectors prize the Type 2 Eisenhower Dollar above all, because it is extremely rare and was struck only at the Philadelphia Mint. This variety is often called the King of Eisenhower Dollars, and owning one is like finding a hidden treasure. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of coins in 1972, but only a small number have the rare Type 2 reverse. Denver and San Francisco also produced coins that year, with the San Francisco Mint striking both copper-nickel-clad proofs and special 40% silver-clad proofs for collectors. The silver-clad proofs, packaged in elegant cases, shimmer with brilliance and remain among the most beautiful examples of the series. Their sharp strikes and deep mirror-like fields make them breathtaking to see in person. While most people use the Eisenhower Dollar as simple currency, collectors quickly realized that the 1972 issues had a story all their own. From mint to mint, the small changes in design created a variety market that still excites hobbyists to this day. Condition plays a huge role in the value of the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar. Most coins in circulation became worn quickly due to their large size and heavy weight, leaving very few in pristine mint state condition. Those few that remain in top condition with sharp detail and glowing luster are considered gems, and they command very high prices at auctions. Collectors search tirelessly for coins that appear untouched since the day they left the mint. The San Francisco proof coins also stand out as some of the finest examples ever made. With frosted designs and polished fields, they reflect light beautifully and highlight every detail of Eisenhower's portrait, and the eagle landing on the moon. Errors and varieties add even more excitement to this year's issue. Off-center strikes, double dies, and planchet flaws create unique coins that are unlike any others. These error coins are eagerly sought after and often sell for astonishing amounts. The story of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is not just about money, it is about history, art, and discovery. It represents a moment when America honored both a great president and its greatest scientific achievement. Collectors know that every coin tells a story, and the 1972 Eisenhower dollar tells one of the most interesting stories of all. It is a story of design changes, rare varieties, and hidden treasures waiting to be found. For many collectors, the thrill of the hunt lies in finding the rare Type II variety. This coin is legendary in numismatic circles and continues to be one of the most valuable modern U.S. coins. Even the more common Type I and Type III coins are worth collecting, especially in high grades or proof versions. Together, the three varieties make the 1972 issue one of the most diverse and exciting years of the entire Eisenhower series. The Eisenhower dollar also connects people to history in a way that few coins can. It is a large, heavy coin that feels important in the hand, and its designs speak directly to America's pride and achievements. Generations of collectors have admired the 1972 issue, passing coins down from family to family, and adding them to collections that tell the story of the nation. Even though the Eisenhower dollar was short-lived, lasting only until 1978, its impact has lasted for decades. And the 1972 issue remains one of the highlights. At coin shows, collectors always stop to admire the 1972 Eisenhower dollars, especially the rarest types. Stories of record prices continue to inspire new collectors to join the hunt. The rarity of the Type II reverse makes it a dream find. Few coins in modern American coinage match its scarcity, and it is one of the ultimate prizes for those who collect Eisenhower dollars. Beyond value, the coin is a powerful symbol. Eisenhower's portrait reflects leadership and strength, while the eagle on the reverse reminds us of the courage of space exploration. Together, these designs make the 1972 Eisenhower dollar far more than a coin. It is a monument in miniature, honoring both a leader and a nation's greatest leap forward. Collectors continue to treasure it, and the market for rare examples remains strong. Every year, as fewer high-grade coins survive, the value of those in pristine condition grows even higher. The thrill of owning one of the finest examples is a dream for collectors everywhere. For some, it is not just about money, it is about preserving a piece of America's story for generations to come. And when it comes to value, the rarest and most perfect examples of the United States of America Eisenhower $1,972 have reached an incredible price that has stunned the coin collecting world. That record stands at an astonishing $230,000. Top 3. The Eisenhower dollar is one of the boldest and most powerful coins of modern America, and the year 1974 stands out as one of the most remarkable issues in its history. This heavy, shining $1 piece not only reflects the legacy of President Dwight D. Eisenhower but also carries within it the story of America's triumphs and challenges in the 1970s. Introduced in 1971, the Eisenhower dollar was America's first large-size dollar coin since the peace dollar of 1935. It was created to honor President Eisenhower and to celebrate the Apollo 11 mission. By 1974, the design had become well known across the nation, circulating widely and leaving an unforgettable impression. On the obverse of the coin is the commanding portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparo. His sharp features, resolute gaze, and proud presence remind us of his role as Supreme Commander during World War II and later as President of the United States. The reverse of the coin features one of the most symbolic designs in all of American coinage. The Apollo 11 mission insignia shows a bold eagle descending to the surface of the moon with an olive branch in its talons, Earth floating above in the distance. It is an image of both peace and achievement, a perfect reflection of the American spirit. the year 1974 was a significant one for the Eisenhower dollar because it was the final year before a major design change. In 1975, the mint began producing the bicentennial dual-dated 1776 to 1976 coins, making the 1974 Eisenhower dollar the last issue of the original design series. Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco all produced Eisenhower dollars in 1974. Each mint left its own mark, and today collectors study these mint marks closely to identify rare and desirable varieties. The Philadelphia mint coins carried no mint mark and were issued in huge numbers for circulation. The Denver Mint, marked with a D, also produced millions of coins that entered the daily economy, where most of them quickly became scratched and worn. The San Francisco Mint, however, struck special proof coins for collectors, including both clad proofs and 40% silver clad proofs. These silver versions shine with a bright luster and remain some of the most sought-after coins from the year. The silver-clad proofs were packaged in elegant cases and offered directly to collectors. Their beauty, combined with their silver content, made them treasures then and now. One reason the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is so beloved by collectors is its condition rarity. Because most of the coins were used in commerce, truly pristine examples with brilliant mint luster are difficult to find. High-grade coins are extremely valuable today. Proof coins, especially those from San Francisco, are admired for their deep, mirror-like surfaces and frosted details. In flawless condition, they represent some of the most breathtaking pieces of the series. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar also has its share of varieties and errors. Collectors seek out double-die obverse, off-center strikes, and planchet errors. These unusual coins are highly collectible and add excitement to the hunt. Some 1974 Eisenhower dollars show unusual toning, with rainbow colors forming on their surfaces after years of storage. These naturally toned coins are prized for their beauty and uniqueness, often selling for impressive sums. Another factor that makes this year's issue so interesting is its timing in American history. The mid-1970s were a period of transition, and the Eisenhower dollar became a symbol of strength and continuity during a time of national change. For collectors today, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is a reminder of America's achievements in space exploration and a tribute to one of the nation's most respected leaders. Its large size, bold design, and historical significance make it a standout piece in any collection. Many hobbyists feel that no modern collection is complete without a beautiful example of the 1974 issue. The Eisenhower dollar is also a coin that sparks nostalgia. Many people remember receiving one in change or holding its heavy weight in their hands for the first time. The 1974 issue carries that memory forward. While common examples of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar are affordable, the rarest and finest pieces can command stunning values. Coins with exceptional strike quality and immaculate preservation are highly desirable. Proof and silver-clad versions especially attract the attention of serious collectors, who are willing to pay impressive prices for coins that appear untouched since the day they were minted. The artistry of Frank Gasparo's design comes alive most vividly in these high-grade coins, with every feather of the eagle and every detail of Eisenhower's portrait standing out clearly. Collectors also appreciate the 1974 issue because it completes the original pre-bicentennial set of Eisenhower dollars. It is the closing chapter of the coin's first era before the bicentennial celebration began. Over the years, the value of these coins has steadily risen, as more collectors recognize their importance. The limited survival of pristine coins ensures that they will always be in demand. Auction records show that the finest 1974 Eisenhower dollars achieve jaw-dropping prices when they appear on the market, drawing the attention of collectors worldwide. The story of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is a story of rarity, beauty, and history combined. It is a story that continues to inspire new generations of coin enthusiasts, from its bold design to its symbolic reverse, from its mint-mark varieties to its silver proofs. The 1974 issue remains one of the most intriguing coins of the modern era. Those who hold it in their collections know they are holding a piece of history, a tribute to Eisenhower, and a celebration of America's proudest achievements. And while millions were struck, only a handful of the finest examples have survived in truly exceptional condition, making them the treasures of collectors. When these rare and remarkable coins come to auction, they can bring values that surprise even the most experienced numismatists. The rarest and most perfect examples of the United States of America Eisenhower $1974 have reached an astonishing price of $210,000.